at the AC, it was just like, it was great. You know, we really thought we could do something that year and win a championship because we just beat, you know, one of the best teams and organizations ever, you know, in the game. Right. So just having that confidence, man, that we could go all the way that year.
So as a fan, it was a joy to watch you and Mark, you know, play together and the chemistry that you guys had at the 4 and the 5. Talk a little bit about how you were able to develop that type of chemistry with Mark, you know, on the floor. And then also just kind of curious what your relationship with him off the court was like.
Man, Mark, my little big brother, man, just Mark, a great guy, man. People be forgetting, Mark was raised in Memphis. Like, Mark came to Memphis when when Paul got drafted. So I think Mark spent middle school. He spent a lot of time there. So, you know, Mark, like us, he listened to 3-6. He listened to, you know what I mean, Project Pat. You know, he word for word. You know what I mean? So, you know, but nah, just, man, he a good dude, man. He's so unselfish. Like, he's really like a 7 feet point guard. You know what I mean? Like, he's just so talented. Like, he just know how to get everybody going, and he was that defensive anchor and, you know, could shoot the ball, like one of the best shooters, you know, bigs, you know, probably when we was playing. So just being that, man, and just knowing where I want the ball at. Like, he studied, you know, and he knew every position. He knew the guard's position. He knew, you know, the shooting guard, the forwards. So he was like a point guard. Like, he knew everything. So he knew where he was supposed to be. So Mark helped me out a lot. And on the defensive end, he did.
Another person that gave you a lot of success on your team was my boy Mike Conley. That boy Cole, he's still doing his thing. I want to ask you, how do you think he's still able to make an NBA like impact right now? Like,
man, because he's so talented. And not only that, he's just his leadership skills. I mean, and the way he take care of his body, the way he's such a professional and professionalism, the way he carry himself and the things he do. And he could really play. Like I told him, shit, man, he could play really another like he is, because he take care of himself another 5 years if you want to, you know what I mean? And not only that, like, he's a type of guy, like you said with Steve Kerr, he's going to be a type of guy you might see coaching one day, be a head coach of an NBA team, or, you know, a general manager. He's going to be one of them type of guys.
That's how I feel what he's doing right now.
Right.
On the court.
Right.
Yeah. You can see it too.
Yeah, you see it.
His teammates, it's awesome seeing Anthony Edwards has just given him a ton of praise.
Yeah, and Mike is one of them guys that every team he played on, everybody, you never gonna hear nobody say nothing bad about Mike. You know what I mean? He's such a great guy and a real guy, and he just want everybody to win. He's one of them guys, like, you know, we talk about guys you seen hate, he a guy who ain't got no hate in him, man. Always show love to the younger players, whoever coming in, and he's just that type of person.
Was there ever a moment when you realized he was like that, like he the shit?
Oh yeah, he Indiana. You know, he's Indiana guy. That's a little bro. He been the shit. You know, he from Indiana. When you coming out of Indiana, you ain't got no choice but to be a dog. You know what I'm saying? So he been that. Yeah, for sure.
Well, when you faced off against big Blake Griffin, everybody in the world always assumed that y'all gonna always have some type of ups and downs, some downs and ups and some fist fights or whatever. And at the time, for some reason, everybody in the world has something against Lob City. I just want to ask you, what is it about Lob City that everybody hated?
Man, really we just wanted to beat them. For us, you know, when we want to play, and for me personally, you know, Blake came in, you know, I was at the prime of my career, and I was with the Clippers, and Blake, they had the #1 pick. So I'm like, okay, Blake coming out of Oklahoma, he's going to be the #1 pick. So in my mind, you know, from getting traded from Portland to New York to Clippers, I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to get traded again. So after a while, you like, all right, shit, I'm going to get traded again. So I knew that because he want to come in, he going to play. He the #1 pick. We played the same position. So that happened. And they traded me to Memphis. So that was like I said, that was the best thing. God had a plan, man. So that was the best thing to happen. And, you know, from that, with me, I just took that as a rivalry. You know, as a, you know, show him that, you know, we go, you know, this ain't that. You know what I mean?